Bounce, bounce, bouncity bounce. Dance. Dance, partner. We're big on dance. We're big on music because we're big on vibrational wellness. It's a well-being thing. Hey, Uli. Where is my Uli? I know where a pussy is. She's right there. Uli. Oh well. Save it for later, I guess. Um, language communication. What's the protocol, the dialogue, the handshake necessary? So we've gone beyond. In fact, we kind of like went past uh, communication, open lines of communication, to things like assuming too much and talking too fast, and so broke the line, and then realizing, oh, I got to talk slower because you barely understand me in this language. So, how are you today? Would you like to play a game? Yeah, here's a puppeteer thing. I get a marker and use this. Okay, so they say, okay, really, I'm only getting bits and pieces of the message. How do, how do you do that? Would be okay. That'd be positive. That would be negative. How do you do? What am I trying to do? Doodly doo 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 doodly doodly doo 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 doodly doodly doo doodly doo doodly doo 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 doodly doo. I would like to do the innovation of scat ska. Say that 5 times fast. Scat ska, scat ska, scat ska, scat ska, scat ska, scat ska. I think that was it. What's scat ska? I'm taking two different ontologies and combining them to make a new ontology. Come on, keep up with me. Get with the program. So, language. What is a language? Not just, oh, it's that over there. I mean, we've got to thresh out what is a language so we have a clue as to how to implement it. And so I can talk about that here. About time. Time. Something about memories. Boy, that got listened to a lot, Simon and Garfunkel, in my family's household. So I'm not sure I want to get into this because it's really deep and broad. Um, but we could work on the translation layer that's required because you have the user here. Never mind if the user's an agent, a bot, a machine. We're thinking in terms of human, and they need English, man. I mean, I'm not even going to go there as far as supporting other languages, so-called foreign languages. I'll leave that for someone else. If hey, I can do that. Hey, that's what I do. Okay, go to it. We've just expanded the features on the product. but I don't even want to think about it, especially not now. So, the human we're assuming, and what was the old joke? Don't assume, or when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that was a joke that used to be told until it became so cliche, then people reject it, right? Oh, that's so yesterday, so last century. Oh, that's so 5 minutes ago. Again, Princess Candy from Dave the Barbarian. If you don't know what I'm referring to, go watch Dave the Barbarian and you will know. And we'll have intimacy. See, that's building intimacy. Now we have some common ground. You know what Princess Candy does or did? And I know what Princess Candy. Oh my. We're back to language and communication. Hold on to it. Don't let it go. Now you know what Princess Candy did, and I know what Princess Candy did. So we found some common ground. I think this is easy. Um, common ground, common ground, common ground. Oh, you think I'm using a language with my head? You think I'm using body language? Actually, it's that my neck's stiff and I don't have anyone. I don't have anyone to massage my neck. It's so sad. It's so sad. Oh. I'm sorry, please. Thank you. Mm. God, I got tears in my eyes. Oh well. Let's so common ground. What layer does that? We need to be able to detect common ground. Ah! I found something that we seem to have in common. Let's start talking about that. Talk, 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 talk. Where intimacy and trust and all these good things are growing because we're successfully communicating. We think, and the closest they can get is to, we think we understand each other. But of course, this mind's version and this mind version cannot be. I don't know, I've talked to someone to make it into a formula or a rule or whatever it is, a fact. Ooh, let's call it a fact. Yeah, let's do that. Let's call it a fact. So now they're calling it a fact. What the hell am I talking about? Um, that so we've got a fact. What good does that do? Well, other than confidence levels, when you're dealing with things, oh, it's a fact, which really is saying I have a high confidence level that I know what this thing is or what's going on there. So we've got common ground. And so then what probably happens in the algorithm is the players, I'm going to call them players, engage in some effort to expand on that. Oh, we found some common ground. Oh, let's foot in the door, wedge it open, and increase our intimacy and trust. And well, this is communication. Again, the sentient stack. No, it's not the sentient stack. It's the intimacy stack. So the intimacy stack, once again, in 9 minutes, I better be fit quick. You got safety and security. You've got trust, you've got communication, you've got intimacy, you have love, and you have authority. Because if you love someone, probably you'll give them authority in some fashion. What is authority? I'll worry about that another day. So where we're at is in the communication layer. That's what we're discussing. But layers tend to be colored by their neighboring layers. So we're dealing with the communication layer, and so thereby we are dealing with the trust layer, and we're dealing with the intimacy layer. What's that? What did I say? Uh, we're building trust and intimacy. How cool is that? And how are we doing it? Communication. And I won't rant on about the foibles of communication and examples of crappy communication and examples of good communication. I guess what what our system needs to achieve, any system would need to achieve, is once again, it's satiation, satisfaction. Is your mind satisfied with that? Whatever that is. That is a thing, if you prefer, if that helps you out. But somebody like Nisargadatta would just say, not this, not that. I think it's called neti neti. So 12 minutes, bounce.